What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to react to this tweet that I saw that is going viral, and other clips as well from, I believe, to be a Spanish language podcast. It could be reality show. I'm not quite sure. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is a podcast. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know what exactly is going on with these cast of people. But there's this female on there. I believe she's Panamanian as well. Her name is Gracie Bond. Now, Gracie Bond is a Instagram Onlyfans female. And she told the story about how she DM'd Drake first. And she DM'd him while she was married. She was a married woman who DM'd him, and they got into some sort of relationship. And then she later explained that she recently stopped seeing Drake because of some things she saw in a party. She said that there were some so-called women at that particular place. Now, some people are interpreted as maybe she saw men pretending to be women, but there are people who believe that she saw underage girls at this party. And after she saw that, she had to remove herself from Drake, blocking him, wanting nothing to do with him, right? Even though she explains how Drake never really treated her as a girlfriend. He never showed any emotions or feelings, even though she met his son and his family, right? This is probably what Drake does with all these women. Now, this particular female is very interesting because she is a BBW. She has, according to her Instagram bio, she has lipedema. I think it's a condition that causes excess growth in the glutes and the hips and thighs. I believe that's why she has the shape that she has. And that is why Drake may have took an interest in her to begin with, because we all know Drake will sleep with anybody. We've seen all the women that he's apparently been connected to, and she just one of them. But the interesting thing that's kind of being overlooked, though, because this thing is going viral, is that this woman was married when she tried to get with Drake. At first, she was a married woman. Marriage means absolutely nothing if a woman has the opportunity to get with a man who has fame, money, and resources. This is why when I say it's our woman, it's true. A lot of you married men, you're sharing your wife with other men. You know what I'm saying? It's just your turn. I don't care if you've been together 5 years, 10 years, you're sharing her, especially when she comes across somebody that has the clout, that has money, that has the fame. And that's what happened with Drake. But also another thing that's very disturbing is that it's almost like she's making some allegations that his fans and his stans, the people who support him, the people who've been fighting for him over the last year, they're going to try to ignore it and act like she didn't say it. But this is somebody who has no dog in the fight between him and Kendrick. You know, people are going to say, well, she's scorned, she's hurt, but she claims that she blocked him, that she saw something that disturbed her. And this happened around the Wireless Fest, which I believe was this past summer. So we're going to get into this. We're going to take a look. Now, there are subtitles on here. So I want y'all to pay close attention to the subtitles. Maybe some of y'all, speak the language, so you'll know what they're speaking about.
Hace algo con Drake, Justin Bieber, Burna Boy. Por ahí va el asunto.
Con Drake
Un palazo.
Drake una vaina.
Sería épico, sí.
Un palo.
Yo le ponía canciones de él.
¿Cómo fue?
Yo le he puesto canciones de tuyas.
Ah,
Le puse Wow y 911.
verdad, espérate.
Duro.
Ella amiga de Drake. ¿Cómo tú conoces a Drake?
Desde el 2020.
2020. ¿Y cómo se contactan ustedes?
Porque él me gustaba como artista y yo le mandé un mensaje.
¿Tú?
Yo le dije, dije, hola, así, en español, dije, hola.
Estoy yendo fruta.
By the way, this looks like a Big Brother. Y'all know Big Brother that comes on CBS. This looks like Big Brother. Again, y'all let me know more about this particular show. I don't know much about it.
No, en el 2020. Yo le mandé un mensaje, o sea, no, normal. Y me respondió literalmente como a los 2 minutos.
¿A los 2 minutos? Drake.
Y yo tenía, o sea, era yo gordita, 300 libras, sin ninguna cirugía ni nada.
Un hombre.
Y él dice que, wow, dice que, no voy a decir lo que dijo, pero como que, o sea, hicimos como clic, pues.
¿Te dio falo?
No me dio follow después, luego pasaron cosas, nos dimos un follow y ya.
¿Y cuándo se conocieron así personalmente?
Cuando yo me divorcié, como en el 2021, 2022, él fue a Colombia a un festival disque de Stereo Picnic.
Ajá.
Y ahí fue donde él me preguntó de que si yo quería ir y cosas, y yo tenía mis tickets comprados, todas las cosas, y bueno, pues no coincidimos, fuimos a una fiesta, no pasó nada esa vez, pero luego de eso seguimos hablando y cuando de la nada me enteré de que me mencionó la canción con Bad Bunny.
Con Bad Bunny, sí, él te mencionó.
Me pareció muy bien, seguimos conversando, todo lo demás.
¿Son amigos o han intimado ustedes?
Bueno, ahorita mismo no nos hablamos,
¿Por qué?
porque me hizo algo bien feo.
¿Eso es algo bien feo?
¿Pero machucaron o no?
Pero sí fue Drake, fue bonito.
¿Intimaste con Drake o no?
So, for the gist of this, she's basically going into the background. She's claiming that she was like nearing divorce when she first got with Drake. Yeah, right. So she's trying to claim that she was technically separated, but we all know the truth here. She knew he was coming near her, so she wanted to meet him. Drake didn't really have to do anything. She put herself in his line of sight. That's what women do. When a woman wants your attention, she will put herself in a line of sight. That's what she would do. That's how you know if a woman likes you or not. Women are reserved, but they're only reserved to a certain extent. If a woman likes you, she's going to let you know about it. Now, I want to go to the article so we can fully digest what she was saying. All right. Because I know some of y'all may not speak the language. Most of y'all may not speak the language. Y'all don't want to look at no subtitles. So let's go to this article here. It says, during Gracie Bond's appearance on La Casa, she revealed that her situationship with Drake began in 2020 when she slid in his Instagram DMs while still married. She said she liked him as an artist, and since she sent him a message and said, hola, 2 minutes after something had happened, we gave each other a follow. 2 minutes. This is how long it took to get one of the biggest music stars to engage in a reaction. Bond argues that she had been divorced in under a year, that Drake had been flying her around, that they had been having private conversations that would evolve into what ended up becoming the most insane moment in her career. According to Bond, a bond formed between extravagance and emojis in a short span of time. He even sent a plane out to Panama to come looking for her. According to Bond, they met in a face-to-face meeting during the Stereo Picnic Festival in Colombia in 2022, where they had a whirlwind romance. They always try to make this thing seem more romantic than it probably was. She described him as a very handsome, trustworthy, good, and even met his mother and son. This wasn't a casual thing, rather like a visit to the world of Drake. Here, the designer showcases a name drop in collaboration with Bad Bunny, the dream of becoming the muse of the day until the dream is shattered. Then next came the London meltdown, the wireless festival after party that killed that dream. She said he moved her into the same hotel, left her locked up in there basically. She says she came in, says she experienced everything, and like that's not the guy she idolized. See, this is why you don't idolize people. but women idolize these guys because they want to be a part of these guys' life. She reports that she's still shaky from the party he threw under the name of Drake Nocta. He had packed the party with women, suggesting that his motives have been as untamed as needed or whatever, says she wasn't ready to discuss on the radio. However, what had happened next had killed everything in her, whereupon she blocked him. The romanticized lover is a ghost, the private jet is a cage, and the fan is a whistleblower. She had ranged from fanatical nostalgia to outright disgust over the series. Says she mean you shouldn't have been with Drake. That's not something she's proud of. Says he can offer money, luxuries, comfort to you, but he cannot offer true love, true attention to you. And that's the clip that we went over. Said it is more than breakup speak. It is a manifesto of today that speaks of the untrue belief in celebrity couple love, where celebrity meets fantasy, reality never far behind, more often than not involving a hotel in London. Listen, she claims that they were in some sort of relationship. This looks more to me like Drake was just flying her out, hanging out with her. Because you mean to tell me that nobody would notice this female around Drake? Well, what this also tells you is that Drake hid her away, like he probably does with a lot of the women that he deals with. She thought that she was more special than she really was. You were just another conquest. He also name dropped her in his music. So yes, she was sort of like his muse. But you were never going to be his girlfriend. As a matter of fact, he was publicly dating other women at the time. She blocked him because she realized that she was just another female in the other females they dealt with. But again, she reached out to him. Drake probably told her things, but I don't think he really made any true promises, to be in a relationship with her. She just interpreted that because she's so used to dudes being thirsty for her. She thought that by being with him, that he would embrace her the same way. Like, that's not Drake. He's not that guy. He always hops from one girl to the next. That's who he is, and that's who he will always be. And she also made insinuations that he was possibly partying with women who may or may not be of age, or she just made, she insinuated. She didn't come out and say it, but she insinuated it. That sounds a little bit like bitterness to me, because all she has is memories. She's sitting on this couch giving this interview, talking about the past and, things that have happened and, where her life is. Maybe she feels like she should have more than what she has. I don't know. But now y'all see these women who are flying from one country to the next. They don't have a job. They don't have a career. And they're always in all these different countries. 9 times out of 10, some man who has money and resources flying her from country to country. That's probably what Drake was doing with her. He was flying her to different countries, putting her up in a hotel, and seeing her then. She was hidden. She was not somebody he wanted to be seen with publicly. It is what it is. If y'all been talking to each other since 2020, y'all started to be around each other in 2022, but nobody's seen y'all together. You ain't even been seen at one of his shows. What does that tell you how Drake felt about her? But she probably wasn't even that important to him. But at least she has the memories, because that's all she's going to have by putting this out here. All she's going to have is memories. But y'all let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts, like the video and share. Follow me on all the social media, on my social media. And I will see y'all on the next one. Y'all take care.